So today we're going to be starting a new segment that I've been meaning to start for a little while now, but really had no idea how to do. We're doing movie reviews. And so to start everything off right, instead of doing one of the big blockbuster films that are out right now, like Sonic or Parasite or anything like that, I decided to do a Netflix original, Horse Girl. Now, Horse Girl it's a bit of a trip. If you were to watch the trailer and only watch maybe the first half of the trailer, you would kind of think that it's just a movie about a socially awkward average girl just trying to live her life and find love. But if you watch the second half of the trailer, there's a bit more going on. So let me give you, I guess, just a little synopsis of the movie. Synopsis? I don't even know if I'm using the right word. Regardless, this is what it's about. Alison Brie plays the role of a girl named Heather. I don't know her last name. I don't even know if they've ever mentioned it, but her name is Heather. And from the get-go of the movie, you can tell that Heather is not all there. You know, she doesn't have a lot of friends. The only person who really talks to her is one of her coworkers, who I also think is her manager. And it's like the person she's closest with in the film, which is weird because she also has a roommate, but like the roommate's kind of a bitch and doesn't really understand Alison Brie or Heather, or I'm just gonna keep calling her Alison Brie. Doesn't really understand Alison or like anything that she's going through. A lot of the time, the only person that's willing to listen to her is her coworker. But like I said, from the beginning of the film, you just pick up a sense that something is not right with Alison. Just the way that she interacts with other people and the way that she reacts when she's by herself. It's all a little strange. And in the very beginning, we get a glimpse of her watching a TV show called Purgatory, which features that one guy from that one show. But the show is basically, I guess, a play on Supernatural, and it doesn't have much presence in the movie, other than allowing us to know that she's absolutely obsessed with this show and absolutely obsessed with the paranormal, and like, you know, she deeply believes in things like demons and angels and aliens and stuff like that. So she's already got like a foothold on like paranormal stuff. But you know, more on that later. I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place. That's okay. We'll tie it all together in editing. So something's not right with Alison. That much we know. But exactly what's not right with her? We're getting there. Alison has a few hobbies, right? And they touch on a few of them, but they don't play big parts in the movie except for one thing in particular. So the things that Alison occupies her time with is working at a fabric store, spending most of her time at a horse ranch, which in the beginning, you're not too sure if she works there or if she just hangs out there. So that's weird. And then the third thing she does is hang out with this girl who they say has some kind of issues and suffers from seizures. Like, we don't really know a lot about her in the beginning of the film, other than she's very familiar with Alison. Other than that, she spends a lot of time at home, kind of just making lanyards for horses, and then also putting up with her roommate, trying to, you know, get her to be a normal person in society. So her roommate has a boyfriend, and he has a roommate as well who has recently become single. So her roommate decides that the best thing possible is just, you know, to set up her mentally unstable roommate with his socially awkward roommate, and, you know, just see how that goes, because it'll probably go fine. Probably. So they meet, it's awkward, it's kind of cute. He comes back, he asks for her number, they really hit it off, so that's all fine. That goes off without a hitch, although the whole time you just feel like something's gonna go wrong. But oddly enough, nothing does. About 24 minutes into the movie, we get our first glimpse of something strange. Alison goes to sleep, and when she wakes up, she finds herself in a solid white room, laying on what we can only assume to be some kind of operating table. And as she looks next to her, there are two other people there with her, which we've never seen in the film before. Of course, it's only the first 24 minutes, so it makes sense. But, you know, she seems vaguely positive about the situation, which is odd to say that, like, maybe she's been there before, or maybe she knows something we don't. Regardless, immediately after that, she's found standing in the kitchen facing the wall by her roommate's boyfriend, being super creepy. Super creepy. And this is like a reoccurring pattern in the film. Like there are moments where she goes to sleep, she has some kind of weird vision of something, and then wakes up either somewhere in her home or she wakes up in like a completely different area of town. At one point she falls asleep in her car, wakes up back at her house, but her car is missing. So she was like missing for a whole, 12 hours. But somewhere along the line, she was abducted in the middle of the day. I don't know, it's weird, it's confusing. Watch if you want. I'm gonna be all over the place with this, so just watch the movie. Watch the movie, because it's hard to explain. Long story short, aliens. She believes she's being abducted by aliens, and the visions that she's having are from being abducted by the aliens. But not just that she's being abducted by aliens, but also she's a clone. She's a clone. She's a clone. Or at least that's what she believes. Because, and here's the thing, because she looks exactly like her grandmother and she can make the same face that her grandmother can make, she's a clone. That's Allison's thought process. So, she does some insane shit for a while. She fills the house with sage and believes in this magic fabric that will keep her protected. And it ultimately ends up with her being put in a sane asylum for a little bit and then released 72 hours later. But she believes she's only been there for 24 hours. But after the doctor hears that she thinks she's only been there 24 hours, and also she still thinks she's a clone, and also she thinks her roommate is a time traveler who was abducted by aliens and placed in the wrong year, he still thinks she's okay to go out into society. So that's cool. I'm definitely all over the place. Watch the movie. Watch it. And then maybe come back. Or finish this video and then watch it. Or, like and subscribe, then go watch the movie, then come back and finish this video. Your choice. So I'm not going to say too much more of what happens in the film. A, because it's absolutely batshit insane. And also because I kind of want you to experience it for yourself. I mean, I've told you a lot, but there's... oh my god, there's like an entire segment in this film that just gets you like what? What's happening? So, I literally just finished watching it like less than 20 minutes ago. So, my brain is still all over the place. If I had to describe what watching this movie was like, I would say this. If you've seen Joker and you enjoyed Joker, are you gonna keep interrupting me? If you've seen Joker and you enjoyed Joker, watch this movie, you'll like it. If you watched Joker and you walked out of that movie theater feeling completely mentally unstable, watch this movie. You'll enjoy it. And also feel mentally unstable. If Joker was a 10 on the scale of how much it made me feel anxious and nervous and cringy, like that's everything I felt while watching Joker. If Joker is my level 10 for that, this movie was an 8 in how I felt cringy and anxious and just otherwise unstable while watching the entire film. Again, just go watch the movie. Go watch the movie. So this is kind of my first impression / immediate thoughts after watching the movie. I think I'm definitely going to do some more research on the director and what he was going for, along with what some things in the movie actually stood for and represented, what they were inspired by, and then I'll probably come back and I'll make a part 2 to this that's a little more in depth. But I think that's how I want these segments to go from now on. Is I'll watch a movie, I'll give you my initial thoughts and reactions after immediately seeing that movie, and then I'll go back, I'll do my research, and I'll share what I find with you guys. If you like this video, let me know. Everything needs improvements in life, so if you got any constructive criticism, let me hear it. If there are any specific movies you want me to watch and then review, also let me know. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's something I hope I can do more of. This is all new territory to me, but I'm hoping that it's only going to get better from here. And yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and whatever you want to see, leave it down in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.